What's up guys, it is Bucket Mouth Bass back here again today, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Bass Pro CarbonLite 2.0 rod for y'all. And I actually went and bought this rod about 2 months ago. If y'all didn't see the video where I actually went into Bass Pro and bought this rod, I will leave a link up top right now. That was a cool video, so please go check it out. I'm gonna explain what I like and don't like about this rod here in this video, guys. But before I do, please go below and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton, guys, and hit the little bell notification button too so you don't miss anything. There's gonna be awesome content coming very soon here on this channel. Alright guys, so first I want to talk about the style of rod I actually bought. I bought the medium power fast action rod, guys. So I didn't buy the medium heavy. I know most rods are medium heavy, but they have this rod in medium heavy, and a heavy, and I believe they have it in the medium light spinning category if y'all were interested in that as well. But like I said, I bought the medium fast action rod. But first I want to start down here at the actual butt of the rod, guys. It has this little feature, it has this little dial right here. As y'all can see, you can just shift it and change it to the line rating that you have on there. So let's say I have like 12-pound monofilament on there. I can switch this down to 12 and it'll let me know when I'm fishing what line I have on here in case I forget. Honestly, I didn't think that was going to be that useful, but when you have a lot of rods on the boat, guys, it really does help out just a little bit so you don't get confused and forget what line you put on there. So that's very useful, especially if y'all have like a bunch of stuff on y'all's boat, or if y'all go pond fishing with a lot of rods or something like that. But the feature I really like about this rod, guys, is these wind grips right here. They're super comfortable. I can hold onto them very well, especially if it's like wet or if it's like a little bit drizzly outside. I can really grab onto these really well, and they feel really nice when you're holding onto them, and it fits my hand very well. I have pretty large hands, so I can grip it pretty good, and it feels nice when I'm holding onto it, especially when I'm trying to make a long cast with it. So the next feature, guys, is the skeletonized reel seat right here. It's a huge deal for me because I can feel when the fish hit directly, guys. I can put my hand directly on the blank and feel the strikes a little bit easier. It doesn't make a huge difference, but on all my rods, no matter what brand I buy, I always look for this feature because I do believe that it makes just a little bit of a difference. So I really like that feature there, and it's not completely skeletonized on the top, which personally I actually like, because I have my $250 Shimano Scorpion DC reel on here. So I like that it has these little supports right here, as y'all can see, because for me, most rods, it's just completely bare right here, and I don't like it just being held on either side. I like that it has that little support beam in the middle like that. Now moving on up the blank here, obviously it says Bass Pro Shops here, then it says Johnny Morris CarbonLite 2.0, then it claims carbon coil technology, guys. I'm not a scientist or anything or an engineer, I don't really know what that means, but they claim that it makes the rod a little bit stronger and more sensitive. So I personally haven't had a problem with breaking any rods. You know, I have a lot of different rods in different price ranges, and I personally have not broken a rod yet, even under immense amount of pressure. So hopefully that does make a difference. If y'all are searching for like really big fish or something, please let me know if y'all know some more information about this, or if y'all have used this rod and y'all do think it makes a difference. But in my situation, I really don't think I'm gonna break a rod anyways, but it's a nice feature to have regardless. Now I want to talk about the sensitivity of this rod, because when I buy rods, it's a huge deal that they're sensitive, but they're not super brittle at the same time, guys. Because if you have a super sensitive rod, they can also be more brittle, meaning that they're easier to break. Like I know the Ducket fishing ghost rod or the Ducket Micro Magic have breaking problems, but they're super sensitive at the same time. So this rod is not like that, guys. It's strong, but it's sensitive at the same time. It's not the most sensitive rod ever, you know, it's 120 bucks. I only paid 95 because I got a 20% discount on this actual rod. But this rod is fairly sensitive, guys. I can cast and feel more structure and stuff along the bottom than I can with my lower end rods. So that's a big deal for me. I can feel those strikes a little bit easier, and it's not as hard to tell whether it's a fish or a branch or something like that. I can really distinguish between the two easier than on my cheaper, you know, $50 rods down in that price range. Now moving on up the rod, guys, it has guides that are small, but they're not tiny. That's a big deal for me because the micro guides, you can't tie a leader because, you know, that leader knot is going to get caught on those little tiny guides. But on this rod, it has almost micro guides, but they're not huge either. They're obviously small, so you can still cast accurately, but you can also still tie a leader, guys, and it'll go through the guides nice and easy with no problem. But for me personally, I'm glad that they include these smaller guides because I hate the big giant guides like on some of the rods I've seen out there. I just don't think you can cast as accurately with those big giant guides. So I do like that they include these small guides, but that they're not quite micro guides. I think it's a great balance between small guides so you can cast accurately, but also big enough guides that you can tie a leader so you don't have any trouble there, guys. So I really like that feature of this rod. Now I want to go over the looks of the actual rod. I think it looks really cool. I like the white color of the rod, and then it has like these little silver rings with a little bit of gold accent around them. I think it looks pretty cool. Then down here at the ends of the rod, right here and here, it has like, the best way I can explain it is it looks like a granite countertop, and I think it looks pretty sweet like that. So I don't have any complaints with the looks of this rod. The colors look really nice, and it just stands out, and it looks a little bit different than your normal just plain black or your plain just dark gray rod or anything like that. So I like how it's a little bit different looking, but it's not like in your face, you know, like some of the 13 fishing rods. I mean, I don't mind those, but this rod still stands out and looks really awesome, guys. I almost forgot to mention, they do include the Rt4 Graphite in this rod. It's a little bit higher end graphite, so I'm very happy with that feature there. I'm not sure the actual grade of the graphite, but I know it is a little bit higher end, so that should make your rod a little bit stronger and a little bit more sensitive at the same time, guys. Now, all in all, I highly recommend this rod. I've been using it for almost 2 months now at this point, and I've been really happy with the performance of this thing. It's performed very well for me. It's super comfortable, it's lightweight, it casts well, it's sensitive, it's strong at the same time, and you know, you can't go wrong with that for only 120 bucks. I mean, honestly, I would wait for a sale again, guys. If y'all are looking to buy this rod, do not pay full price for it. Bass Pro Shops usually runs a sale every few weeks or so on their brand of stuff, guys, so you can go and pick this up probably for about 95 bucks like I did when I bought mine back a few months ago. So if y'all haven't already, guys, if y'all like this content, please let me know down in the comments, but also go down and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything here on this channel. And thank y'all for watching, and see y'all back here next time.